Today, ladies and gentlemen, I just purchased some shares in British American Tobacco. I'm going to walk you through those purchases and show you how my dividends are $1 away from crossing $400 a month in passive income. And I'm also looking at real estate in the US, and I might be moving some of my accounts around to try and do some tax aversion later this year or early next year. So let's jump right into this. Welcome back, passive income investors. Today I'm showing you a purchase of British American Tobacco, one of my favorite dividend paying stocks. It currently pays out a 7% yield, and I'm going to show you how much I'm buying. We're going to put the buying order in while you're with me here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what British American Tobacco is, it is a the wacky tobacco kind of stock that fits in the sin stock kind of genre. But I love this company. It's been getting into vapes. If we go into their balance sheet, it's got a super healthy balance sheet. I love looking at the total cash from operations and activities because we can see they've increased their cash from their operations and total cash from investments. And if we go into their balance sheet, the thing that I always like to pay attention to before buying any companies whatsoever is we want to look at the total assets, which we got about 195, to the total liabilities, about 107. So you can see there's about a 50 split. So if they liquidated everything today, they'd still be left with a super healthy amount of income. And on top of that, they haven't been doing too bad, guys. This is just a wonderful company that's been put into a trash pile. The definition of a trash pile, because if we look at their 10-year chart, this company, the tobacco stocks are one of the best performing stocks of all time. And then somehow when the markets came down at the beginning of 2018, these companies never revived. They never came back with the rest of the market. And there's no real reason for me to see them being this cheap. So it makes me think that they're undervalued, and it's leading me to buy them. So if we go take a look at my current dividends, my current dividend yields in my tax-free savings account, guys, I added it all up. As of right now, I make $4,714 in dividends. And this is my TFSA right here, but we're going to be purchasing this in my regular account. So here we can see we got $1,248. And we're going to be making a purchase of British American Tobacco, which I currently have a yield of 7.76% on, and I currently have about $6,500 in this company. And right now we're going to go do a purchase, so we're going to hop over. This is my known tax savings account, and I got some things I want to update you guys on about what I might plan on doing with all the money in this account at some point in the not too distant future. But what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to look up the symbol BTI, the British American Tobacco. There she be. And what I got to do is figure out the maths. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go 1,000. I got 1,021 CAD converted to USDs is $764. We'll go over to the calculator. And if we divide $764, divide that out by the average share price of, what do we say that was? We said that was $35.37 at the current moment. Divide that by 35.57 if I didn't screw that up, and I'm going to be able to get 21 shares with a little bit left over. So let's hook up the 21 shares. Let's go back into the account here. We're going to go quantity 21 shares, and we're going to go with the market price. Yes, we're going to go preview that order. We're going to take a look. I definitely don't want it to save that password. And here we're going to be able to see the account, the amount that I'm ordering, and the transaction value along with the FX rate on what it's costing on the conversion, plus the $10 USD commission, which takes us to $1,021.40, which unfortunately is a little bit more than I have in this account. But I'm going to follow through with it anyways, and I will transfer money into this account again just to prevent any overage fees. But we'll start by making that page. If we refresh the page before the commissions, because the commissions will come out tomorrow, I do have enough in the account. But just taking a look now, you can see the increase in shares. My average buy price has gone up slightly. We have a few more shares, and now we're going to run some maths to see how much more we're going to be getting in dividends. So as of right now in that account, guys, if we refresh the page, it should auto update, which is absolutely amazing. We can see we got $7,500 in this individual company. Now I got $1,324.46. We're going to go back over to my calculator here. We're going to go clear this out. So if we run the maths at this point, guys, we have $3,464. So let's add that up. $3,464 on my regular tax-free. That's tax-free dividends, by the way. Plus, we go into the account that I just refreshed, which is now paying me $1,324 because we have the extra shares of BTI right now paying out 7.74% or almost $600 in a yield, is $1,324. So $1,324, $4,324 equals a total of $4,788. Wow. If we divide that out, guys, I am inching ever so closer to making $400 a month. I am $1 away. I am officially like one tiny investment away from making my first ever $400 a month. And I'm glad you're sticking around to witness this journey in my purchase of financial freedom. Now, what I'm going to say, what ends up happening with these accounts in the next year or two is I might actually end up transferring all of the money out of this account specifically. And I might actually be, this might be within the year or two. I'm looking at real estate in the US, and it shocks me at how cheap the real estate actually is. And the problem I'm having is because all of this money I'm funneling in this account, I'm actually have to pay tax on all of this. Last year I was around 10,000, and it'd probably be close to the same this year. So what I would like to do is find a cheap piece of real estate somewhere within the US, because in Canada it's a little nutty here. So I'm either looking at condos or something that's low maintenance, because you're going to be paying condo fees that'll manage most of the BS. And I've been looking at Toronto too, with some of the new condos going up. But between the new condos and just what's going on in the US and like the problems with Las Vegas real estate, I'm looking at trying to find a property worth $100,000 to $200,000, and I'll put the down payment and try and rent it out. So I have some kind of tax diversion, because honestly, in the next 2 to 3 years, I'll be paying somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000 in taxes, which is the equivalent to a down payment on a house anyways. And I need some kind of tax diversion. And then what would happen to these positions is in the year, I'd be able to add more to my tax-free savings account, but I would rebalance it. So I would leverage down on Apple and a couple other companies and just try and balance it out so I can own these companies as well in my TFSA. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Slap us a like, consider subscribing. There's always something new and interesting going on here, guys, and I appreciate you sticking around with my purchase of British American Tobacco. So stay cool, stay awesome, guys. I look forward to chatting to you real soon.